So the next problem on this Honda Fit is that the key fob doesn't work on the keys. So this is the key fob. Normally there's a little LED right above my thumb there, and when you press it, it should glow. Now I've tried changing the battery in here. It's a 2025 battery, and that doesn't make any difference. I'm going to use this Autel TPMS tool to qualify this key fob. So it's under Toolkit and RKE and RF monitor, and basically while you watch the monitor you press the remote and there's no signal being transmitted. Now I've obtained a couple of previously enjoyed key fobs. Here's one here. I did change the battery in it because it didn't turn on. Watch the little LED and you can see that it works. Let's try this button. So both buttons on here work. You got to give it a chance to reset after activating it. Try this key fob. Yep. And this button. Oh. Yep. Let's try the panic button. Yep. They didn't try the panic button on this fob. Yeah, so these two key fobs work. Now we're going to try to program them to the vehicle. So we're going to attempt to scan this Honda Fit. I noticed the MIL was on, and although they didn't mention anything about it, we'll see what's causing it just the same, and then we'll see if we have the option with the snap-on scan tool to set up new key fobs. Let's do a code scan first of all. That'll do a network code scan across all the controllers, and it should pull the code to what's causing the MIL to be currently illuminated. I'm gonna guess air fuel ratio sensor heater circuit fault. Okay, so it probably needs an AFR sensor. P0135-00. Oh, that's related to the air fuel ratio sensor. And is it finished yet? No, it's not finished. So it's at 2 controllers so far. There's probably not a lot in this Honda Fit. It's a pretty entry-level car. 3, 4, probably 7 or 8. Electric power steering, anti-lock brakes, modulator control unit initial ignition low voltage, power source low voltage, open or increased resistance right front airbag first inflator. The airbag light is not currently on, so those must be in history. I'm going to have another look, but it didn't see it on when I drove it in the shop. And the last one, it's trying other controllers, and if they don't exist it has to wait for it to time out before it moves on to the end of the list here. That should be pretty much it anyways. I'm gonna have a look to see if abnormal battery voltage. Well, I have a battery charger on it right now and it's set at 13.5, so it may be flagging that as abnormally high because the key is on and the engine's not running. Nevertheless, I'm gonna have a look at the airbag light and see if it's on. No, there's no currently on airbag warning light, so I'm just going to clear all the codes. It likely needs an air fuel ratio sensor. I'm going to discuss that with the customer, but rather than go into all the controllers individually and clear them, I'm just going to do a network code clear. Then we'll have a look and see if the option is there to add a key, or not a key, but a key fob. This will take a few seconds. Well, that was painfully slow for some reason. It took a couple minutes to go through 6 controllers and clear the codes. So we're going to look and see where this might be located. Maybe in an immobilizer setup and registration. It's a 16-pin DLC. Does the vehicle have original keyless access remote, 1 button start? No. Original keyless access remote, 1 push button start. No. I'm not sure I want to do this. asked me if it had that type, and I said no, and now it's checking to see. So it returned that it's got an immobilizer type number 9. Immobilizer setup. For vehicles with keyless access system, use the actual immobilizer key in the remote to register and diagnose the system. So I've already programmed this one remote. Turns out you don't need a scan tool to do it. You can do it manually. And you can see this one works. So now we're going to try to program this one. And the sequence is pretty simple. First and foremost, make sure the doors are open. Close the door. Make sure the lock is not locked. You're going to put the key in the ignition. I'm going to try and set this camera up so it records better. Okay, so now I'm going to try this again. Program this second remote that isn't programmed to the car. With the doors closed and unlocked, turn the key to the run position, but don't start it. Press the lock button once. Turn the key off. Turn the key back on. Press it a second time. Turn the key off. Turn the key back on. Press it a third time. Off. Fourth time. And you heard it lock. Press it one more time. Now turn the key off. Now it should be programmed to the car. Beautiful. So that's all there is to it. Now hopefully it didn't erase the other one. No, it did not. Good. Now this person has 2 functioning remotes. We will take this one off their key ring and throw it in the trash because it is no good.